Hello everyone and welcome back to Magical World Reactions. So this is the channel where I react to loads of different countries, interesting facts, just random stuff from different countries that I want to visit one day. So today we're reacting to 10 things that will shock you about Sweden. So if you guys want more reaction videos to Sweden, then drop a like on this video and let's react to the video right now and let's just see what it's going to be about.
Hey there, fellow travelers. Mark here with Walter's World, and we're in Gothenburg, Sweden, enjoying a nice little trip in Sweden with the friendly Swedes. And today what we have for you
I like this guy. I remember him from the Finland video. He's so good.
Sweden. And the first thing that's going to shock you is the alcohol. You have to go to a special store called Systembolaget to buy alcohol. Now, beer you can get at like a 7-Eleven, but if you want anything stronger than that, you got to go to a government-run store that is not open Saturday afternoons or Sundays or late in the evening during the week. So if you
Okay, so that's a bit like Finland. You have to go to like a government-run store. At least that's what I discovered from the other fat video, where it's like I'm from the United Kingdom, you can buy alcohol from literally any shop, any corner shop, any supermarket. But it looks like you have to go to a government-run store, and the hours seem kind of inconvenient if it's not open Saturdays, Sundays, and like in the afternoon. That's really inconvenient.
Drinks. From there, you got to go shopping during the day, and that is kind of a shock for some tourists when they're like, "Oh my God, I can't just get alcohol." No,
yeah, you can buy Swedish candy all the time, and you should.
Alcohol rules here in Sweden. The second thing that might shock you is the people seem so reserved here, but then once midsummer comes or a festival comes, the Swedes go crazy with this singing. It's amazing how every Swede seems to know
really cool. I'd like to go to one of their
song,
concerts, actually.
every Swedish drinking song, all kinds of stuff, and it can be so much fun if you come here in the summer or any time when they get into a festival. But it can be pretty shocking when you see, people with wreaths of flowers in their hair and they're dancing.
Oh, I have seen them outfits before. Yeah, I've seen them outfits before.
It's pretty shocking because you're like, wait, these Swedes are usually so quiet and reserved, and now they're crazy. And it can be shocking, but it is a lot of fun. The third thing that'll shock you when you come to Sweden is the, oh my God, it is so beautiful here.
Yeah, the beautiful nature. That's definitely something that a lot of people know about Sweden.
The archipelagos here in Gothenburg or outside of Stockholm, or you're going into the forest, or you're just taking in a boat ride, going to somebody's summer house, going to the lakes. Honestly, Sweden is breathtaking, beautiful from a nature's perspective. So make sure you get out of just Gothenburg or just Stockholm and go take in some of the nature, because you'll understand the Swedes
so much more than painted horses.
They do go out to their summer houses.
That's true. If I go to Sweden, I definitely want to see all the nature. I want to see everything.
And hunt mushrooms. And if you're not used to that, it can seem a little different at first and shock you, but really, go out and see the nature, because it is so beautiful here that will shock you how pristine and clean the nature is here. It's fantastic. The fourth thing that might shock you when you're here, and might shock you into depression, or might shock you into eternal never sleeping, is the extremes in the dark in the winter.
Oh, okay.
And then the light in the summer. We're here in May, and it's great. I mean, we have sunlight. I mean, I was up at 5, and the sun was already up, going, hey, Mark, it's time to get outside. And it's still up until 10, 11 o'clock at night, and it's May. When you get to midsummer,
yeah, that's kind of crazy.
You're having, midnight sun, all kinds of stuff, and that is really kind of a
midnight
cool thing.
sun.
It shocks you that you can literally be sitting outside at a cafe, having a beer, $7 beer, but compared to Norway, it's cheap here, don't worry. And you get there and you get to relax, and next thing you know, oh, it's 11 o'clock and it's still light.
Yeah, that would be so weird. Like, it'd be just so different, because during summer, I'm from the United Kingdom, it gets dark about like 9-ish, 10 at the very, very latest. That's very rare. But imagine being light out at midnight. That'd be just so weird.
And that kind of shocks some tourists. Now, on the other side, if you're here in the winter, the darkness, still dark at 10 in the morning,
so early.
Can be a little bit depressing. So that can be a bit shocking. You're like, where's the sun? Is it ever
coming
going
to work could be kind of annoying to go in the dark at 10 a.m.
However, I will say, if you're here in the winter, the northern lights, fantastic. Make sure you get out into that nature and go see the northern lights. The fifth thing that might shock you when you come to Sweden is how quiet it is on public transportation. Now, if you're in Stockholm and you're taking the Arlanda Express in, it's expensive, but you can take that in. No one talks. You walk into the train, you're like, I don't feel I should be talking.
I kind of like that, to be honest. I just normally listen to my music on public transport and just kind of relax.
Unless there's been some people drinking, then there's a little boisterous noise. But in general, it is very quiet here. The silence of Sweden, or the Swedish silence, can be a little off-putting when you're thinking, shouldn't people be talking on the street or talking to each other at a restaurant or on the train or something?
Really, in the restaurant?
No, so
I'm surprised about a restaurant being quiet.
Swedish silence, okay? The sixth thing that might shock you when you're here is, well, frankly, the Swedes will make you look really, really bad. I mean, the Swedish people, men and women, I know people talk about the women more, but the men are gorgeous, the women are gorgeous, and you're going to feel like a slob when you're here. They have very good fashion sense, there's really cool design here, the people are in good shape, and they're good looking, and you just feel like a scumbag when you're here because they have such good fashion.
I love this guy, he's so awesome.
And so it kind of shocks you, like, wow, they weren't...
Okay, the ugliest man in Sweden. If I go to Sweden, I'm way uglier than that guy. I'm gonna have him beat by miles.
The Swedes really are really good looking. Okay, so that might be another shock for your system. You're like, wow, they're so beautiful, and I look like such garbage. Anyway. And
about the personality, guys. About the personality.
Number 7, nudity. Yes,
nudity is normal.
The Swedes are not prudes. They will gladly jump into the lake and go do the sauna naked. So you might see
a bit like Finland. I learned about the sauna in Finland, and everyone gets naked.
No one gets naked because they don't want to freeze anything off. Okay, except maybe in a sauna and go roll in the snow. But just know that if you see nudity here, it's okay. You don't have to freak out. And be like, oh my goodness, my baby can't see boobies. You might see boobies here. So just relax, but it can shock an American tourist when they come here, all right? The 8th thing that might shock you when you come here, which is actually a good shock, is how safe it is here in Sweden.
That's good. I like a good safe street.
I'm never worried about anything. I usually have my bags.
I like that. That's really good.
Equipment. When I'm filming here, they're sitting over on a park bench, right out. There's nobody here bothering me.
Oh, that's so cool.
It's safe. I mean,
I'm like that. If I go out, I'm always have my phone with me. I'm gripping it for dear life.
Yes, pay attention sometimes.
Yeah, neighbors to avoid and some to watch out.
Still gotta pay attention.
I think that's anywhere. Like, there's no matter what country you go to, no matter what place you go to, obviously know your areas. Do not go to like a random area and expect nothing to happen. If you're going to a dangerous area, be careful. Be on high alert.
But it is so normal. Safe here. I wouldn't have a problem bringing my kids here and letting them play around. I mean, it is super safe in Sweden, and that kind of shocks people sometimes. They're like, wait, how is it so safe here? I don't know, but it is. The 9th thing that might shock you when you come to Sweden is you can shop on Sundays. No,
yes.
But there's actually some places in Sweden you can actually shop on Sundays. Which anybody that travels
as long as they don't close early,
that's kind of a crazy thing. But honestly, I mean, that's just a little thing. But actually, the 9th thing that's going to shock you is the service here. Now, the people are kind of reserved, and it's hard to get to know them. But once you get to know them, they're super friendly, and they will do anything for you, and they're so much fun. And you'll get to do the dances of the maypoles, and they'll teach you the songs. But to get to that part, it can be a bit tough. And that's why some people are shocked how friendly the Swedes are, because, number 9, the service here isn't very good. Usually. The reason being is they're paid very well here, and so you don't do tips. Maybe if it's really good, you get like 5%.
Okay, that's good.
Sweden isn't very good, so
I think people should be paid rather than relying on tips anyway.
If you say hey, which is like hi, or tack, or just simple, tack is thank you, some simple Swedish, they really open up, and then they can be very, very helpful. But don't be surprised if at first you're thinking, do they want my business or not? That does happen. Once you get to know the Swedes, they're totally awesome about all this stuff. And you get to shop on Sundays sometimes. I'm still in shock about this.
Yeah, most of the Swedish horse.
It is expensive here, by the way. But so you'll spend money, but even though I can shop on a Sunday, I want to shop more. And the 10th thing that might shock you when you come to Sweden is the line culture. Yes, you will wait in lines here in Sweden.
I'm not a fan of waiting in line.
So you can wait in line, okay? You don't have your ticket, they're not going to take you in the line, okay? So make sure you get your ticket. And if it is a line, make sure you're standing in that line very, very straight, and also be right next to the person next to you, because if you get some space between you, someone will walk around you. This might be at a deli, this might be at the breakfast thing at the hotel. But just know the line culture here is a bit strict and strange. Another thing with the lines, this is more of a Stockholm thing, is the lines to the clubs, which are really good in Stockholm, the bouncers there really do what we call face control. They look and see who they want in, and they don't want in, and it doesn't always make sense. So if you're going to go out in Stockholm and you don't want to get shocked that you don't get in,
they're probably not going to let me in.
They're
not going to let me in.
Anyway, those are 10 things that I think will shock tourists, have shocked me when I've been here in Sweden. What shocks you? If you have any, please put it in the comment section below so we can have
I love a good cinnamon roll
for Sweden. And you know what? If you like videos like this, 10 Shocks of Sweden, why don't you click that subscribe button and you can get other 10 Shocks videos. 10 Shocks about visiting Europe, 10 Shocks about visiting China or the US, 5 things you love and hate about Sweden, all on our website at waltersworld.com.
Don't forget
and our
H&M,
YouTube
yeah.
channel,
We have H&M here.
/WaltersWorld. We're also on
I do
Facebook,
like some
Instagram,
good,
and
you can
Twitter.
get some good clothing
We really
H&M.
love all your comments, your subscriptions, your likes, and your views. So thank you very much, or Tuck from here in Gothenburg. Bye.
I like this guy a lot, Walters World. Definitely go subscribe to him. I always put his link in the description if I react to a video. But this was 10 shocking things about Sweden. So some of it, like the nudity, definitely related to Finland. If you guys want to check out my Finland video, go watch that. Because they're very comfortable, especially in the sauna, the saunas, they say it. Like, they're very comfortable, at least that's what this guy told me. But one thing that really shocked me, like some of it was shocking about the alcohol place as well. You have to buy it from the store, which seems just very inconvenient. It does not seem good at all. But one thing that really, really shocked me was definitely like the fact that it gets like dark at midnight or like 11 o'clock, he said, on some days. That would just be really weird. And the fact that it can be dark out at 10 a.m., that would definitely be annoying if you're going to work at 9, because I really hate going to work in the dark. I just don't like it. I don't like traveling in the dark in the morning. But I mean, this definitely seems very interesting. And like he said, if I go to Sweden, which I hope to do one day, I'm definitely going to experience the nature. I definitely want to see the Northern Lights as well. That's on my list of things to see before I die one day. So when I'm old, I can tell my grandkids about that. So if you guys want more reaction videos to Sweden, drop a like on this video and please subscribe to the channel. Anyway, guys, I'm out. Peace. Let me know what videos you want me to react to next.